Good day, my friends. How are you all doing? Hope everyone is absolutely fantastic and feeling groovy. Nice to see you all, even though there's only 7 of you here. I didn't post this very long ago, but I'm sure we'll get some more people here before too long. Nice to see those of you who are here. Reese Scott, N. Buke, I can't remember who you are. That's a new name. Kirsty, good to see you. Kirk, who else we got? See some more people hiding, lurking in the chat, not saying anything yet. I'm doing okay, Kirsty. It's good to see you. There's Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Nice to see you. Always nice to see you. Who else is lurking in the chat and not saying anything? Get some more people here. Josh, what's up? Howdy, howdy. I apologize for my absence. A little hiatus. Nick B, you sent me. Oh, okay, yes. I think I saw that. Yes. Yes, I do see your email there. So I hope everyone is doing well tonight. There's Igor, Vessel of Peace. It's going just fine, Vessel of Peace. There's Pretty Marie. It delivered on Saturday. Finally found out what was tormenting me. What? Oh, please, Kirsty, do tell. 29th Avenue Ministry. Hello. What exactly was the problem, Kirsty? I'm on the edge of my seat here, waiting to hear. Wow. The praying in tongues, that is super powerful. Spirit of fear and anxiety. Cigarettes would be all right, Kamala. Good news from everybody here tonight. That's good. That's what I like to hear. Well, Kirsty, that's more proof of the power of praying in tongues. I've seen the power of that myself, and now you can also attest to it. Changing my job to a completely different one. Boy, it seems like everybody's got lots of big news here today. It's good. Good to hear. So, who else has some big news? We got people quitting smoking weed and self gratification. We've got Kirsty getting rid of the spirit of fear and anxiety. It's someone else with a new job. What else have we got going on? Who else got some big news? I ate a pizza yesterday following my own will. Regretted it today. I've been known to eat a pizza now and then. I've been known to do that. Good evening, Mark. So we got all good news. Well, maybe the pizza's not the best news, I guess, but not the end of the world that you ate a pizza. Did you eat a whole pizza, like a whole large pizza? That might be why you regretted it. I try to stop at half a pizza. If I order a large pizza, I try not to eat any more than half it at once. Keys to my new house tomorrow. Well, that's big news too. Had a relapse weekend. I had a cremation on Friday. The man of my mom died. The man of my mom. I guess you mean your mom's husband, I guess. Wow. All kinds of interesting news. Okay. Well, you probably noticed a bit of a strange title. Go to the ant, you sluggard. So, because my videos today, some of them were about end times and the mark of the beast. So that made me think of Proverbs 6:6-11. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. And poverty will come upon you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. So I thought I'd do a bit of a reminder on the importance of being prepared and not being lazy, not being slothful. Gives me to the succubus. Okay, when I don't wake up early as God wants. Hello, USN Blue. So, 29th Avenue Ministry, do you mean God's waking you up and you wake up and instead of getting up, you roll over and go back to sleep? Is that what you're referring to? Because the watchman, there's Sammy boy. The watchman will tell me that sometimes that they get convicted because the Lord wakes them up, and instead of getting up, getting into prayer or whatever they're supposed to do, they will roll over and go back to sleep and ignore God waking them up. And that will get them convicted. Come here, Sammy boy. Come on. Oh, look at that. We're getting a visit from Mr. Sammy boy. We don't get that very often. Hello, Mr. Sammy boy. Hello, buddy. He came to be on the live stream. He doesn't do that often. You snooze, you lose. Yep. Jesus. Pretty Marie, is your mom is right there. She's listening. Hello, mom of Pretty Marie. How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Clean blazer, yes. Yes, I've had this blazer for quite a little while. I do need to actually take it and get it dry cleaned pretty soon. From Tulsa, Oklahoma. Reminds me of a song called Tulsa Time that I used to play on stage all the time. No, Sammy Boy's not hungry. He eats twice a day. Well, he eats kibble all through the day, I guess, but E. Louise, hello. Sammy Boy, come on down here with Daddy. Come on down. Come on, see Daddy down here. Come on. Come on down here, you turkey. I can't reach you up there. Daddy can't reach you very well up there. Come on. Come on down. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nope. Guess not. Living on Tulsa time. Yep. Katie Nichols. There's a new name I don't think I recognize. Yes, Mr. Sammy Boy is an adorable one. Sammy Boy. Yes, you are new. Well, welcome. It's nice to see new people here. What have I been doing? Well, not a lot. Just still doing my appointments. I just haven't live streamed in a day or so, but I'm back. She has her headphones in, but I did tell her you said hi. We were both walking in the park. Siegel, and we live in Texas. Crazy. So happy that I found this channel. I might have stayed in the dark forever, and I'm not looking back. Well, that warms my heart to hear that, Kamala. I'm so happy for you. Very nice. Very good news all around. The Eric Clapton version of Tulsa Time. Yes. Yeah, that's the one I used to play. I think it was it maybe Waylon Jennings? Did the original? I can't remember who wrote the original. Nightmare, just become lucid, locate the evil entity close, all escape path and solve the issue. Oh, close all escape path and solve the issue. Gave you guys a lot of trouble about the sin of masturbation. God convicted me today. Well, I figured he would. Blessing your life in Jesus' name. Well, if he's waking you up at 3 o'clock, or some people say it's 3:33 for them, but right around 3 a.m., if he wakes you up, and he does it consistently all the time, that means you're a watchman, not a watcher. The watchers were the fallen angels. The watchman is what you're talking about. Excuse me. And that means that you are the one who is to sound the alarm. Okay, that's your job as a watchman, is to sound the alarm and let others know of impending danger. Sammy boy. Come on, buddy. Come here. Come here. Why don't you come up with Daddy? Come on. Come on. Come on with Daddy. Well, Kirsty, as you say, we learn the hard way. Most of us, that's the only way we learn. That's the only way we learn. So, yeah, me too, Kirk. Me too. That seems to be my way. How to become lucid, you will ask. Notice that you are not in the physical reality. Apocalypse dropping. I personally believe that a lot of the demons are the dragon that pursued the woman, and then he goes to make war with her seed. Dark figures. Okay, so if you close your eyes and you see dark shadows off on the sides in your peripheral, that's demons. That is definitely demons. G. Churchill, K8. Yes, we hit 27,000 subscribers, and then for some reason, it came to an abrupt halt, and now we're losing subscribers on a regular basis. So there's Son of the Lamb, otherwise known as Punk. YouTube's algorithm is very bizarre how it works. I stopped trying to understand it. I just keep doing what I do, and whatever happens with the numbers happens. Doesn't seem to be anything I can do to control it. So I don't believe there are ghosts and lost souls. I could be wrong. I think God just hates sluggards. Well, he doesn't approve of them for sure. He wants us to be alert and be, I don't want to use the word ambitious, energetic. He wants us to stay mindful and not be lazy. It is biased to harmful and evil content for sure. That is definitely for sure. When I look at some of the slop that gets a million views, I just can't even hardly believe it. Stay hard like David Goggins. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Yes, that could be it too. That could very well be it. This formula is act stupid, go viral. Yep. Monitoring spirits. Well, seems that the devil has put spirits in different creatures, such as insects, or I don't even think monitoring spirits need a body, really. They just seem to be able to inhabit different places and listen to what's going on, and they report back to the devil. It's literally just like it says, a monitoring spirit. Think about a baby monitor that you can listen to your child when your child's sleeping, right? Christian Navy SEAL, amazing guy. Never heard of him. A mosquito invasion. Okay, that sounds spiritual. Yes, I think so. BBOYO. Hello, sweetie. Um, there was a guy who had a NDE, a near-death experience, and I watched the video of him telling the story, and it made it make sense to me because I have the same deal happening. It's not necessarily always worship music, but it's nonstop music playing in my head, nonstop, 24/7. It never stops, literally never stops. And he addressed that in his description of his NDE. He said that during his experience, he was talking to, well, he said God. He met God. And God told him that the music that played in his head, because that was one of the things he wanted to know when he met him, why the music had always played in his head. God told him that was to keep the evil ones out of his thoughts. It was the Lord putting protection inside there. So I believe this to be true because I haven't had a moment without that music well, since I can remember, since I was a small child. That music has been playing forever. Forever. It's nonstop. There's another. It's constant. It just never stops. It's a guard. From what this guy said, he learned during his NDE. It's protection. It's God protecting us. Will there be a video for Proverbs uploaded later? I'm not sure what you mean, Lost Traveler. Not sure what you're asking there. No, I mean, that's a theory that if you want to listen to this guy's NDE, that's what he said. I can definitely tell you I've had that music playing in my head forever. Mustard Seed Faith of One. Are you not Rose of Sharon? I thought you were Rose of Sharon, and I thought you got your name back. But now you're Mustard Seed Faith of One again. Are you? Just let me know. Are you Rose of Sharon? I have a furry one behind me here. Guess who? She's laid right down with her feet against the back of the chair, just pushing against me as hard as she can. Well, I've already posted 3 videos today, so I doubt I'll make any more today. Okay, because you were Rose of Sharon just, I think, the last live stream or 2 live streams ago. I didn't see any emails from you since then, I don't think. Yes, the book's by Ingersoll Lockwood. Very, very interesting situation, those books are. Yes, some like button smashery would be helpful. Anybody who hasn't done that, smash away at that. He's in front of me, and then just left in nighttime. Not sure what you're saying there, my friend. Leo Solus. Looks like a new name, too. Kingdom of War. Well, why does it seem so hard to let go of bitterness? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. It just seems to be part of our nature to hold on to that. But it doesn't do us any good, that's for sure. Seems fitting for this stream title. Yes, industrious. That's a good word. You trying to take control of your dream to make you fear, so you get lucid, make a decoy and monitor it, closing all escape path, then solve the issue. So many questions there. Letting go of bitterness. I don't know why it's so hard. I think once you learn to do it once, you'll have an easier time. Once you get the hang of doing it once. That's a good point. Yank it out by the root. Yep, definitely. I think some people have it in their minds that if you let go of the bitterness, you're letting the person off the hook. That they're not being properly, they're not answering for what they've done. But letting go of the bitterness doesn't really make any difference. It's just letting go of it inside you. After each other, so that none of you fails to receive the grace of God. Watch out that no poisonous root of bitterness grows up to trouble you, corrupting many. Hebrews 12, verse 15. Thank you, Son of the Lamb, otherwise known as Punk. Punk and I have finally met face to face and had a conversation, and that was nice. Oh, excuse me. We met earlier this evening. Yep, that's right. It's not a matter of, going over to the person and telling them you've even forgive them. It just has to happen inside of you. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about what our title is. Go to the ant, you sluggard. So, the mark of the beast is soon to be upon us, I believe. And as I said in my video, no, the digital ID is not the mark of the beast, but it is a precursor to it. It is a precursor to it. And, yep, it is indeed 666. It is the evil ones with just this strong desire to control and dampen the lives of all the inhabitants of the world. They do not want anybody to be free. They want everything their way. I literally don't know what makes them tick. I don't understand a desire to control others. I never have. So it's hard for me to understand these people and why they want to, ruin everything for everybody else. Of course, it's always rules for thee, or rules for thee, but not for me. That's always their way. They don't plan on following these things themselves. They will still have their private jets. They will still have access to everything they want. It's like it is in this part of 1984 is accurate. In the book 1984, the party, they have coffee and, they have all the conveniences of the world, while the people, the proles, the proletariats, or even the class that's above the proles, they have to scrounge and, scratch and scrape the bottom of the barrel to get anything at all, while party members get all the benefits, right? That's the way it's going to be. So that's why they're so willing to do this to the world, because it doesn't apply to them. Yeah, Nigeria is a bad situation. They say that the lust for power is even more. It's even stronger than a desire for money and wealth. It's the power that absolutely corrupts people. Thank you, Kara. Good to see you too. So, because this is coming, we need to be diligent and we need to prepare the best we can. The vaccine had components of the mark of the beast. Well, yes, it's components, but it's still not the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is literally a mark. Okay, it's a mark that's going to be on your right hand, your right arm. It's going to be right here. It's going to be a biometric tattoo. Oh, nice. Yeah, the demonic guitar picks. I've had those before too, with dragons on them or whatever it was. So, you're right to say that, Mitchell Hannon. You'd rather die. Well, that's intelligent, because you're better off to die, for sure. It is a genetic hack to one's DNA. That's what the pokey pokes were. It's in the ground so you can start bearing fruit in the next 3 years. Yep. I planted some fruit trees here. I planted an apple tree, a plum tree, and a cherry tree, and some raspberries and blackberries. So I actually have some raspberries that are white. They're called Queen Anne raspberries. They're actually white. They're really good too. Rather than take the mark. Yep. Beautiful trees. Yes, indeed. So that's what we have to do, folks. We have to, if you can get something indoors that will grow, like plum groovy fruit salad you plant. Plum groovy. If you can get some things growing indoors, maybe a little hydroponic system or something, even that grows some greens, whatever will give you sustenance, whatever does the job, and as much water as you can possibly store. Yeah, well, it's not going to go well for them. They think it is. Okay, so there's something that Crawfojo, I'm glad you brought that up, because this has to be said. Unfortunately, because of all this stuff, there's going to be people that turn to MAID. Now, let's just talk about that for a second. Medical assistance in dying. It's government assisted self deletion. Has anyone seen my messages here? Yes, Eric, we're seeing your messages. There's so many. It's hard to get them all. You said hello. And now you're saying, is anyone seeing my messages here? That's all you've said so far is hello, as far as I can see. I'm looking back further. I don't see anything else. Why are you panicking because somebody didn't see your messages when all you've said is hello? That's all you've said. Okay. We're going to talk about MAID. MAID is modeled after the Nazi program that existed in Nazi Germany. One might think this is a peaceful way to die. It is not. It is not. You have to realize that these people are more evil than your brain can even fathom, okay? There are two drugs they use in the MAID program. The first one is a paralytic, which means it paralyzes the person completely. They are not able to speak, to move, nothing. However, they're fully conscious and feel everything. Okay? So they give you a paralytic, so you are completely unable to do anything, including speak. But you still feel every last thing that's happening. The second drug they give you, the one that kills you, can take up to 24 hours to do so and drowns you slowly. It is like drowning slowly. We are talking one horrific death. It's specially crafted to be as horrifying as possible. While telling people it's peaceful, it is the exact opposite of peaceful. It is literally to give you the worst exit you could possibly have. Imagine being paralyzed for up to 24 hours, can't move, can't you're wanting to tell them what's going on the whole time, but you can't. And you drown slowly. Okay? This method was designed by the Nazis. Okay, that's who designed this whole thing. And it was Jordan Peterson had a person on one of his shows, or maybe he was on her show. I can't remember, but they did a show on this. They talked about this. To warn the world, do not have anything to do with that. Even if you do need to self delete because of some horrifying disease you got, whatever it is, that is not the way to go. There's no possible way you could do it that's worse. It's the worst way possible. So don't forget that. Hello, Corby. Hello, Diane. They hate us, okay? They hate us. And they're evil. They serve the evil one. They serve him. They like to torture and punish people. Right? They want to torture people as much as they can. Audrey, if people knew what was actually going on, oh, people are just so easily deceived. So easily deceived. And they want to extend this to mentally ill people and everything now. Difference, please keep me in your prayer, Mark. Right on, Mark. Just remember, none of the emojis, my buddy. No emojis of any or symbols of any kind. Only words are allowed here. In the US, they use morphine and benzos. Well, that would be kinder, okay? That would be a lot better. That would be a lot better. The paralytic and the drug they use here in Canada is to torture you on your way out. It's to give you the worst death possible. So, back to what we're talking about. In spite of the fact that a lot of people are going to feel like they want to do that, Of course, it's suicide. If you're going to them and asking them to kill you, it's still suicide. Definitely. There's Shofar Girl. No, they do, Gustav. That's why. That's what it's for. It's not almost like that. It is like that. That's what they want. People don't understand how evil these people are. They're really super evil. Okay, they're so evil. You can't even imagine how evil they are. Your brain won't even fathom this kind of evil. Jeremiah 10:23-25. 3:25. Lord, I know that people's lives are not their own. It is not for them to direct their steps. Discipline me, Lord, but only in due measure, not in your anger, or you will reduce me to nothing. Pour out your wrath on the nations that do not acknowledge you, on the peoples who do not call on your name, for they have devoured Jacob. They have devoured him completely and destroyed his homeland. Yes, and I'm sure the Lord will. Sure, the Lord will. Yeah. Justice is backwards. Yep. There is no justice in this evil world we're in, that's for sure. The only real justice is what the Lord dishes out. So, what can we do? Well, we can be prepared, right? The mark of the beast will come whether we like it or not. The mark of the beast will come. Well, no, Mitchell, that's the whole point is they deceived everybody into thinking it's peaceful and then they torture you. They're evil. They're not going to tell you what it's like because they want you to be deceived so you'll do it and they can laugh at you while you're suffering. You have to understand this is not a mistake. Okay, it's not a mistake. They want to torture you. Right? They don't want you to have a peaceful exit. They want to torture you. They hate you. These people are sick and evil. They're not like us. They're not like us at all. We have to be prepared for their evil. Well, I don't think Emmanuel Macron is the Antichrist. No. No. The Antichrist is supposed to be charismatic and have charm and Emmanuel Macron. He's a little boy. he's he's quite pathetic. His trans woman beats him up. um, he's not the Antichrist. No, no, no. Our suffering is their joy. Yes, it is. Well, Sarah, I hope you don't pass out. Heart than a physical mark. No, the mark is exactly like the Bible says. It says it's a mark on your right hand or your forehead. Okay? How can that be about the heart when it says it's on your right hand or your forehead? It's very clear. It doesn't say anything about your heart. It doesn't say it's symbolic. It says clearly it's a mark on your right hand or your forehead. Read the scripture. It doesn't, there's no other way to interpret that. That's what it is. Yes, video games, terrible. Chat's going pretty fast. Are you asking me how many emails I get a day? That's always different, of course, but some days a lot. That's all I know. There's no way I can keep up with all of them. I try my best, but it's not possible. I'm still dealing with emails. I got 154 in my inbox right now. There was 1,000, and that's what I got it down to. So as I beat it down, more come. So I never actually get it all the way down. It never happens. 3 a.m. is known as the witching hour. That's why he wakes you up then. That's why he wakes you up then. That's when danger is at 3 a.m. So that's why the Lord wakes the watchman up at 3 a.m. That's the whole point. You just answered your own question. Well, Rick, perhaps it's because I do 1.5 to 2 hour deliverance sessions and 3 and 4 hour live streams in between answering emails. Oh my. Listen to this. Rick's going to ask me why I can't keep up with everything I'm doing. Because he can do 50 emails a day at work while he's sitting at his desk, not doing deliverance and not doing live streams. Yay! Good for you, Rick. I'm really impressed. Good for you. Rick, it's always different. And who exactly are you to ask me all these questions? I don't have to justify anything to you. What is your problem, dude? I don't have to justify anything to you. I don't have to explain myself to you. None of it. And who you think you are? Ask me how many emails because you could do 50 a day. Good for you. I'll give you another hand. Congratulations. That's the most rudest question anybody's ever asked me sitting here. That's not an important question. It's not an important question. You're making me justify. Am I answering enough emails, or could I be answering more? It's none of your business how many I get in the first place. And good for you that you can do 50 a day at work. Good for you. That has nothing to do with what I do here. Nothing to do with it at all. Exactly. There's always somebody got to come into the chat and start. I saw him arguing with you. I saw that. Well, we give him one more chance. If he keeps going down that track, then that is what will happen. Defense, detail, and defeat. Yeah. Yeah, that was Cully the other day. Laid that one on us. You would betray me, and then a video came up and said they will not betray you. The videos that come, man, today, every thought I had, I'd hit the YouTube icon, and 10 videos about that very thought would come up. It was unbelievable how accurate the feed was to what my thoughts were. Rick, what you did was rude. There's no question. How many emails can you answer a day? I can do this. I can do 50 at work. Why aren't you doing more? Like, give me a break, dude. It is completely rude. Completely overstepping your boundaries is what it is. Very few people, and let's also remember, Rick, guess what? When you go to work, you're getting paid, aren't you? They pay you to do that. Guess what? What I do here, I do for free. Am I charging you money right now? Am I charging anybody in the chat any money for this? This is free. So keep that in mind as well. This isn't my job. This is what it is my job, but I do it for free. I don't charge people anything for anything I do. Technology is getting to the point of thought reading. Yeah, it is. AI is definitely tied into the mark of the beast as well as digital currency. I put in plenty of hours, I assure you. I'm usually on here live streaming by 5 in the morning, and then I start my appointments at 11 a.m. Then I live stream again at 2. I'm back to appointments 4:35, and then I live stream again at 8 until bedtime. So I'm not exactly sure how I'd fit in any more work in the run of a day. That's about all the time I got. Demons can entice you and play with your emotions and predict your reactions. Yes, they can. They actually can. In this, we must be careful. Forehead, your hands. Good day, sir. You're only here to cause trouble. You will cause no more. What is my opinion on prophets? Well, I happen to know one. And she's extremely valuable to this world. So, real ones are very important, right? Real ones are extremely important. False ones are a problem, obviously. There's lots of false ones. Absolutely, Kirsty. He was just here to cause trouble and nothing else. Those people, they just blow my mind. Why would you go into someone's live stream and do this? There's no point to it, none whatsoever. Provoking spirits at work. Well, I guess one could say that's possibly what I experienced my last 9 to 5 job. But it was, well, Jezebel spirit for sure, because it was me and 60 females that I worked with. I was the only guy. It was the accounts payable department of an engineering firm, and I was literally the only guy in the place. The boss was female. Everyone else was female. It was just me. And oh yeah, a whole lot of them were Jezebels. Oh yeah, they certainly were. And they set traps for me, and they plotted. Oh, it was just constant. They'd all come up with something. They'd come up with the same complaint, and then 5 of them would go and complain about me with the same complaint to make it look like it was a real complaint. Right? Oh, it was unbelievable. It was year and a half I dealt with that. It got to the point where it was almost entertaining. It was unbelievable because the boss actually liked me. The boss used to, she used to get mad at them all for causing so much trouble. But yeah, I guess you could say it was a certain spirit that was going through the place. Conversation. I type slow. I am thankful God has led me to your channel. Your guidance has been helpful and important in my walk with Jesus Christ. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, and thank you for saying so. Cormac Wilkie says, evil was working against you. Yes. Yes, you can email me. Absolutely. Go ahead. It's the last job I had 9 to 5 years and years ago. Long time. I've worked for myself for 20 years, so I haven't had a 9 to 5 job in like 20 years. No, they really hated me. They weren't in love with me. They really hated me. They didn't like a man in there at all. They were catty with each other too. They were always at each other's throats, but they totally hated the thought of any man being in there. They didn't like that at all. I do work hard doing what I'm doing here. I'm not a slacker, never have been. I'm not at anything I do, no matter what I ever did. I always worked hard. My work ethic was never my problem. Yes, Momo Koishil. Some of these names. Good night, Daniel. Well, anywhere where you get 60 women all together, you're going to have that happen. I'll never forget when I first got hired. I was on a work term, and when they first decided to hire me, and the word got around, it was 2 or 3 of the girls came right over to my desk and said, "We just heard you got hired on full time." I'm like, "Yeah." One of them looked at me. She goes, "What's wrong with you? Are you insane?" And I went, "What do you mean?" They went, "Look around. What do you see? What do you see? Do you see any other guys?" "I don't see any other guys. I only see you. Are you insane?" I'm like, "Oh, that did cross my mind." It's like, "You must be suicidal, boy. There must be something wrong with you." They were right. I should have listened. Part-time work. I'm studying full-time, but could use some work. Most of I found is full-time. I was in the accounts payable department. Advice on part-time. I'm not sure what advice. Like, it's only half the time. I mean, what about it? What advice do you want? I don't understand. There, Jersey City Joe, some generosity. Thank you, my friend, for the cat treat fund. Almost getting that point too. We gotta. No, I think I got one more bag after this one, but every kind of given her, she doesn't like them. Okay, Eric, 1 second. Okay, so Eric has been trying to get everybody's attention on this. I'm not sure he's saying that his messages aren't being seen or something. I'm not sure what's going on with that because I can see them just fine. But he's got a channel he just started, and he's got a couple of videos up. So he wanted me to let everybody know he's doing a godly channel. He's talking about his path with God, and he's put 2 videos up, and he would like everyone to know that. So there's the link to his channel. You can check those out. I'm assuming that's what you were after, Eric. You wanted me to do that, so there you go. Now let's see if I can catch some of these comments I missed. A few months ago, I was walking around with a homeless man. I passed, scream out, "Get out of here, Jesus!" Yeah, Toronto is heavily demon infested for sure. I need advice on how to find work, I think. I haven't worked for so long for someone else, vessel of peace. I wouldn't even know what to tell you anymore, because they're doing everywhere you go to work now. It's this DEI stuff, right? The diversity, equity, and inclusion, and it's silliness. Unless you're a minority and you're gay, they don't want to hire you. So I'm not sure how you go about getting work nowadays. Be gay and black, I guess. That seems to be how you get hired now. You have to be a black gay person, and then they'll hire you. Now, I'm not saying this in a racist way. I don't have any problem with black people at all. I'm not racist, but I don't agree with DEI hiring people based on the color of their skin or their sexual orientation. It's absolute foolishness. So they shouldn't be hiring people that way, but unfortunately they are. So I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, you're welcome, Eric. It's a terrible thing that they're doing. Val PB, good evening. Good evening to you. Me, like trying to get me to get angry, and it can be very draining. Yes, don't get angry. Back. Hello, Steve. Good to see you, buddy. Yes, we're heading into the universal basic income. Yes, we are. They're going to use that universal basic income to talk you into other things. Okay, so again, this can go along with our topic here. Good evening, Dade. Yes, that person set on fire. Oh, a lot of people are going to be happy to hear about this universal basic income coming. They're going to be thrilled, but they're going to use it to talk you into certain things that aren't good for you. Okay, they're going to use that as bait. So UBI is not a good thing because it's literally a trap. Okay, they want you completely reliant on them. Once you're reliant on them, then they can use that and say, well, if you don't do what I want, we're going to take this away. They can also use it to get people to take, right hand, to take the mark. If you want your UBI, you're going to have a way to authenticate yourself. And it just happens to be this biometric tattoo. So you're going to have to take that if you want your UBI. This is what they're going to use it for. So UBI is not a good thing like you think it is. Yep, vessel of peace. You got it. That's right. I don't know that it's coming next year. I didn't say that. I said it's coming soon. I don't know when. Now, all right, digital ID. A digital ID, if it wasn't done the way they're doing it, wouldn't be such a big deal. I mean, everybody has to have ID. We have to have identification in the world. If you want to get on a plane, it does make sense that you know who you're letting on the plane. It does make sense. You could have a person who's a serial killer who's trying to get on a plane, and if you don't have any sort of ID system to know he's getting on the plane and escaping, he's going to get on the plane and escape. It makes sense that people have to have ID, but their version of the ID is a little different because they're attaching pokey pokes in your medical situation to it. They want you to be poked with all their poison. That's the problem. That's where the problem comes in. You're not going to be able to even get your ID unless you're up to date on your pokey pokes. Right on, Eric. It's my pleasure. Sindhu says, first comes big plague end of 2027. Ask for it themselves. Well, people might not necessarily ask for it, but they will certainly go for it once it's offered. Mitchell, that's a pretty big question. I don't know how to answer that one. Yep. Any kind of forced medical stuff is truly evil. Definitely not. I mean, they know it. They'll even admit that it sometimes kills people. How can you force somebody to take something that might kill them? I mean, did I take the prune juice? Of course not. I don't take any of their garbage. I've been wise to them for a long time. Where they can inject you with while you're under. I know. I know. I would not let them put me under anesthetic no matter what. Days of Noah. Yep. Yep. So, what with everybody talking about all this stuff, what we got to remember is being prepared. Okay, like let me read the. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. So, do not slumber. We must not slumber now. We must be prepared. We must get ready. Ability to starve you. Yep, that's right. Yes, just go ahead and start your YouTube channel. Make videos. I mean, be authentic. Don't use AI. Make it about God. Um, Ignore the hatred that'll come your way. There's lots of hatred will come your way. Right? Ignore it. You have to. It'll drive you insane if you don't. He's being discussed here. Arnold Murray spent his life teaching and studying. Highly recommend. Yes, Steve, you're probably right about that with Shofar Girl. I agree with that statement you just made. Yes, they have, Kamala. They have indeed. I spent a few years studying those, actually, getting to know all of the evil that they've done. James, I just did a video for anybody. Here, I will. There you go. There's a video I just made today about the Mark of the Beast. If anybody hasn't seen that. No, I don't know who Kai Senant is. Right on, Eric. Hope you enjoyed them. Yeah, I put out a lot of videos today. I put out 3. I don't usually do that, but today I did. So, I'm probably going to take a little break here from streaming for a bit and get some food and stuff because I streamed at a strange time today. Usually I stream at 8, and I usually have my supper and everything before that. I've been saying get prepared. You got to prepare, stock up some things. We're not going to be able to buy anything when it happens. You're not going to take the mark, so you're going to have to make sure you stock up some food and water. That's all you can do. So I'm going to go and I'd put a garden of fish burgers. Yep. So I'll probably come back on a little later. We'll do a little more streaming for the night. Yeah, I'll come back in a little while. I just got to get some food and stuff. So I'll do that and then I'll come back and I'll see you all for another one. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.